Ooh, my most hardcore sex scene.
The most hardcore sex scene I've ever been in.
My most hardcore sex scene. All of them? Most of them? Oh my god. There have been so many things that have gone crazy in my genitals.
Sex and submission or sexually broken, those were pretty fucking intense. It's like bondage, so you're kind of tied up and kind of restrained and just fucked till you're cum drunk.
The roughest sex scene I've done was definitely training a vo for kink.com. It was really rough, intense bondage anal.
I definitely feel like it was for hookup hot shot. My vagina got like stretched open with a speculum, and like they put their finger in my ass and like pushed my asshole wall like up through my pussy.
Spitting on my face and slapping. And then they took like a really huge dildo and stuffed it in my pussy, and I actually took it. That felt good though.
The waterboarding with like piss and like the ass omelet. They started flogging me, some whips, paddling. They started using the cane. Yeah, no, it was too much.
One of the most hardcore sex scenes I have ever been in. Last year, we did Adriana Jejic, she's an amazing performer. We did her gangbang. That was the scene where we also did triple anal in different positions and double vag and double anal, all that kind of stuff. It was a really, really crazy scene.
Probably my kink scene where it was a public disgrace. I can't remember what it's called, but I was in like one of those things like in old Renaissance time, you like put your hands and your neck through. I loved it. That's like one of my top 10 scenes.
Oh my gosh, you know what? This was way, way back when I first started. I did this scene with Jack Napier, and he was I think he was probably maybe like the biggest. Really long. I couldn't even take it.
She had 8 fingers in my butt.
He threw me against the wall and choked me and smacked me until my face was bruised. And he like choked me out and made me faint so much that one of my blood vessels popped. And I consented to all of this, by the way. Like, I'm a really big pain enthusiast. Like, I love pain. So I actually asked for all of this to be done. Like, I begged him to, and then I made him pee in my mouth.
I've done a couple of those where they're like, you know, they're mean back and forth. One girl's mean and the other one's like submissive. Smacking each other without really smacking each other, and hair pulling and face smashing and stuff. Kind of painful, but kind of like the good kind of pain, you know what I mean?
Probably the 11-man gangbang.
I personally, in my personal life, enjoy BDSM. Usually when I'm shooting, we're reining that particular side of me back because I'm supposed to play sweet, innocent 18-year-old girl next door, not dominatrix from down the block.
It must be one of the gangbangs, you know. Bang, 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 smack, 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 licking, sucking, fucking. Sensational when you've got like 3 cocks to attend to.
I filmed a non-consensual with it is like that's the theme, non-consensual. I was consenting, they were consenting, everybody in the room was consenting, but it was supposed to be like, oh, I was struggling against it. That was probably the most hardcore rough scene that I've done.
I've done a lot of ball busting scenes. Ball busting is like hurting a man's testicles. It can be a wide range of how you hurt them. It's usually like kicking or punching. I've done a lot of like really swift kicks to the nuts and crazy shoes, spiked shoes even.
It was like a lesbian kink scene and they did all the stuff. They did the tying, like all the ropes and like you like lose circulation in like your legs. They did like nipple clamps, paddles, and she was like slapping me in the face and like I think she might have spit on me, I'm not sure. It was pretty fun.
Probably my gangbang was my most hardcore porn scene. I don't know that it was the most physically challenging. I think my BDSM work has been more physically challenging, but in terms of like number of penises and like crazy sex positions, that was definitely the most hardcore.
So Alexis Fox was my my mom's friend in the scene, and then me and Alexa got back from college and we were gonna go use her pool, and we had sex with really big toys, probably like this big.
I did one with Damon Pierce, and he like tied me up and like hung me from the ceiling and shit, but it's pretty fucking dope.
I feel like my first scene was pretty fucking hardcore. Bondage, first time suspension, suspended up against a wall, fucked in the ass, fucked in the mouth, Hitachi'd, just a free-for-all.
I like it rough anyway, but I know that there have definitely been scenes, I was like pushing the dude off me. I'm like, can you chill for just like 5 seconds, stop hitting my cervix?
The food thing where it's just like, I'm just drenched in like a lot of food and getting butt fucked with like corn and carrots and cucumbers, and I'm just doused in whipped cream and butter and jelly and peanut butter and just all this sort of